Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your monthly horoscope. And this one is for you, Taurus. Here is your first horoscope for January 2021. And as we come into the month of January, the sun will be shining in Capricorn through the 18th. And this forms a favorable trine to your sun. Or if you're a Taurus rising, you'll also get some support from this trine to your ascendant. And Capricorn energy is all about long-term projects. So focus on doing some big picture planning during the first half of the month, maybe some scheduling, getting your calendar out, getting excited for the new year. On the 19th, the sun is going to move into Aquarius, which could shift your focus to your professional life or money matters or both. And you could feel challenged by an authority figure during the second half of the month. As we move towards a Mercury retrograde that's going to begin on January 30th, you may find yourself renegotiating an important personal or work-related agreement. Now we've got Mars entering your sun sign on January the 7th as it simultaneously clears the shadow of its last retrograde cycle. Mars will be in Taurus from January 6th to March the 3rd, which will offer you a boost for your motivation levels. Mars is the planet of ambition and how we go after what we want. It's a passionate planet. So I think all of these themes are going to come front and center for you in the coming month. Now, Mars also does rule the physical body, so you could be inspired to start a new regimen related to your physical wellness. Mars is going to be conjunct Uranus mid-month, and that will really bring together some powerful Taurus energies that can spark an urge for more freedom and individuality. If you're a Taurus in the early degrees, you've probably already been feeling this from Uranus. You're ready to revolutionize your life in certain ways. You can take advantage of the inspiration coming your way, but avoid making impulsive moves, especially if they stem from anger. That's another expression of Mars, and when it gets together with Uranus mid-month, things could feel like you might go from 0 to 60 on the anger scale very quickly. That's okay. Feel what you need to feel, but avoid acting on anything. And if you are born April 20th to May 3rd of any year, or you have Taurus rising between 0 to 12 degrees, you'll probably feel the most energizing effects from Mars this month while it's moving through the first part of the sign of Taurus. We've got Venus moving into Capricorn on the 8th, and Venus will remain in this sign through January the 30th. This is good news for Taurus and Taurus rising people, as Venus will form a favorable trine to your sun or your rising sign if you're Taurus rising. And Venus is the planet of money and love. So in this favorable, supportive position to your sign, it's going to help you attract positive circumstances in both of those areas of life, love and or money, maybe both. Your efforts are going to be required whenever you see Capricorn in the astrology. You know there's work involved, but most of the time people don't mind that because if there's a reward attached, it's well worth the effort. And so just keep that in mind if you feel like there's things that have to get done, that it's doubtful that your work is going to go unrewarded this month. Now, this month's new moon is on the 13th at 23 degrees of Capricorn. Taurus sun people who were born on or around May the 14th of any year will be especially supported for new activities at this new moon, and it may involve teaching, learning, or spirituality, or a combination. Those with Taurus rising on or around 23 degrees will also get cosmic support to expand their horizons. There's a real knowledge component to this new moon for Taurus people. You're ready to take in new information. If it's felt a bit stagnant, this is your new moon to bring in new experiences and new energies. And all Tauruses can use this new moon to set intentions related to education, spirituality, personal growth, and self-confidence. We're going to enter the shadow of Mercury retrograde on January the 16th. So try to initiate new actions before this date. The official Mercury retrograde dates are going to be January 30th to February 20th. And this Mercury retrograde cycle is particularly useful for Taurus people to finish up a big work project or reconnect with former work colleagues. There's that type of theme to it. Networking is really supported under this Mercury retrograde, which will be in the sign of Aquarius. And as long as your goal is to resolve something from the past, you can get a lot done under this cycle. If you're interviewing for jobs, realize there could be delays in the hiring process during that Mercury retrograde time window of January 30th to February 20th. But you can still work with it, just knowing that, okay, there could be changes to your working agreements if you end up taking a job during that time. And if you can avoid signing contracts during a Mercury retrograde, that's always the best way to go. Now, this month's full moon is on the 28th, and it's at 9 degrees of Leo. This is going to form a tense square to your sun, so you may be feeling extra emotional at this full moon. If you were born on or around April 29th of any year, or if you're a Taurus rising at around 9 degrees, Taurus rising, you're going to feel this the most powerfully. But that's okay. Sometimes we need to feel things more strongly to become aware of them. You can have a heads up on this astrology and give yourself some extra time and space around this full moon. And if dealings with others start to feel overly dramatic, take a step back and just focus on the facts. Your home life and family members may take the spotlight as well. You may receive some important information that can assist you with decisions involving those areas of life. So I hope you can use this month's astrology to your best advantage. Be safe and be well. And I will see you here next month with your horoscope.